Hi, I'm Michael Melamed. I work as a first and second assistant director. I'm a member of the Directors Guild of America.
Alright, so Michael, did you move out to Hollywood or were you born out here?
I moved out here.
And where'd you move from?
From New York City.
How now?
But I'm originally from South Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you move to New York to get into the business?
Sort of. I mean, I moved to New York to get into, I guess, film production, but I got a job as well, I went to school in New York Institute of Technology.
Okay.
And then I got I did some commercial work, PA work in commercials. I worked on the very first, what the heck was it? Teddy Grahams cookies commercial.
So that was your first actual paying gig, was Teddy Grahams?
No, actually that was an internship.
Oh, okay, so internship for
my
first
first thing on production.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I did the second one, and then the first paying one was a PSA.
Okay.
With them, for children, for kids with disabilities.
Now, how did you land that first actual paying job?
Through school. It was an internship, but they paid me $75 because it was like a long day, so they gave me, paid me. And then when I got done school and graduated, I worked a couple times for them, Rossetti Films, and then met a couple other people.
Now, would you say film school was a good networking tool for you?
Looking back at it now, I would say I would have moved out here if I knew I was going to be an AD. 20 years ago, or 25 years ago, I would not have gone to college.
You would have saved your time.
I would have just moved out here the summer that I graduated.
Straight to Hollywood, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So now that you're out here, now that you're getting the jobs and whatnot, you've already got your experience. You went to school. Are you trying to call on a regular basis to get work, or are they calling you?
No, I'm calling on a regular basis.
And how long have you been doing this?
Since getting paid, since '94.
Since '94.
So yeah, I guess I've been in AD,
almost 26
since
years.
'94. No,
or 16 years. I'm
16
sorry.
years.
I'm trying to add 10 years to you.
Yeah, 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah, getting paid as it. I did in '91, I came out to be a director.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to do, and I lost the desire to do that.
Just other people's BS, or?
No, I just lost desire. I did a short film. I didn't finish it. It was 30 minutes. I got to like a rough edit and ran out of money. Went bankrupt. Went back east for a year. I hated it. Came back here again and started doing AD work. And I liked that. I liked what the first AD did, and I wanted to do that. And 92, 93, before I went back east, I was doing student films and director's reels as a first AD and second AD.
Okay.
Trying to get that experience. And then '94 is when I started getting paid.
So now, when did you actually get your DGA hours? And
that took me, I got in '95 or '96. I got into the Directors Guild of America. I got grandfathered in on a low budget film in Louisiana. Jesse Peretz was the director from New York, and he's now directs other stuff. And I had to collect days, 400 days, as a first or a second AD, and it took me 5 years or 6 years to get all that, to get on. I was able to get on the third area through the DGA, but of course that stopped me from working in LA on big stuff. I could only work on $1 million or less, and then of course they changed that rules, but it's basically the same. And then it took me 6 years to get on the Southern California qualification list.
So you worked toward
2001.
Toward your dream for 6 years to get just into the guild.
Yeah.
And now you're
to get into
the
Southern California, so I could work on anything.
Right.
And basically, what I wanted to do is work on features.
Now that you're able to, have you landed some good features?
No, I haven't worked on any. I've worked on Dukes of Hazzard, the sequel on second unit.
Okay.
That's probably my biggest feature. But I've segued into television. Done a lot of, quite a bit of television. Desperate Housewives, Dexter, Curb Your Enthusiasm, a bunch of pilots. And they played on quite a few shows, CSI Miami, Ghost Whisperer, and some other shows. And I've done quite a bit of independent features of $2 million or less as a first and second AD.
Okay. Yeah. So I noticed most of those are at Universal Studios. Do you find yourself on Universal a lot?
No. No? Not really.
So you just...
No, it's all over. It's like Dexter shoots at Sunset and Gower.
Okay.
Gower stages.
Yeah.
All the pilots are usually like on location, so they're, because they don't really have a studio yet. I mean, stages.
Oh, yeah.
So they go all over. The low budget features are all locations. But it's, I've worked on second unit on Star Trek, the new one.
Yeah.
4 days, and that was at Paramount.
Oh, wow.
So it's anywhere. Like a pilot I did was at Raleigh, Manhattan Studios.
Okay.
So it's wherever.
So getting there, have you had to travel outside of work?
Yeah, I've gone out of state for low budget features. Oregon, Florida, Utah, North Carolina, Little Rock, Arkansas. I just went to.
So about
Philadelphia.
6.
Yeah.
So you've been to 6 different places outside of Hollywood to film. Do you think any of those productions could have been filmed here if it wasn't just to save a buck?
I had to thinking about what the projects were. Yeah, I think they probably could have. I'd have to actually think about what they were. Try to remember, but yeah, I think 1 or 2 of them probably could have. Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, they could have shot here, I think.
Now, do you find the crews? Now you said you're an AD. You're dealing with a lot of the crew guys, right?
Right.
Do you find the crews easier to work with outside of Hollywood or inside of Hollywood?
It's easier here.
Easier here in Hollywood. They're more on.
Because of the experience, they're more experienced. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that they're bad. They're not bad. It's just more experience here.
Well, now say a director called you up today and said, "Hey, Mike, we need you to move to Canada for 6 months to do this production. Would you pack your cat and let's go?"
Probably. Yeah, I probably would go. Yeah, but then but with Canada, you've got all, you have immigration or whatever the immigration
work
laws for work visas and all that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I would probably go.
That's good.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Now you've been in this business since '94. You've had a decent run of shows, and you've met a lot of people. Where do you see this business going in Hollywood? Do you see it turning towards reality, or do you think that?
I hope it doesn't turn to reality. I think that's what's terrible about television now. I hope it comes. I really think that Hollywood is not the filming capital of the world anymore.
Where would you say it is? Did you say Canada?
I don't know if it's Canada. I don't know if it's Louisiana. Louisiana is a very hot state right now. A lot of things are going. I mean, maybe it's still here in Hollywood because most of everything is here, but I think it's slowly going away because everything is going out of state, and not just different countries, but most different states like Louisiana, New Mexico.
So in 5 years down the road, do you think?
I hope that it comes back here, which would be nice.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here with Bringing Home Hollywood is try to make awareness.
And I think reality TV is hurting.
Do you think all reality TV in general, like Heidi and Spencer, or do you think like Dancing with the Stars, they should even?
I don't watch any reality at all. I mean, if I do, it's like 5 minutes. I know what they all are from just watching, but I just don't like it at all. I think it's I don't agree with reality. I just don't think it's great. Like American Idol, where these these people, they get these recording contracts and they become celebrities. It's all about celebrity. Celebrity now.
It's famous for being famous.
It's celebrity. Right. It has nothing to do with talent anymore. It seems like.
Well, let me get your input on that. People like Heidi and Spencer, they get paid $150,000 for the two of them to show up at a nightclub for one night.
Okay.
But people like Sharon Stone, James Wood, that actually have actual following. Where do you think? I mean, they're not paying these guys anything. They have to go audition and things like that. Do you think that maybe star power would be different if we stopped photography or photographing these kids and started focusing more on the true talent?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think if they stop, like Kate Gosselin, I think she's talentless. She's just a mom of 8 kids. Some producers decided, let's give her a show. Let's open up her life to the world. Let the world see her. And it's like, I don't care about her and her 8 kids. I mean, I don't. It's like
it's not
her life
anymore. She has 8 shows now.
It's amazing that someone like that, she's going to be on another show, and it's like they're like rewarding her for being a mom of 8 kids. It's like, you're not the only person out there, with kids, and you're just I don't get it.
So a good script is where you're at.
Yeah, I'd rather see drama on TV or comedies, good comedies, or than reality.
Awesome.
There's like $1 million incentive, or there is an incentive, $100 million over 5 years here.
Right.
They did, right?
Right.
Or like I think $20 million budget and less. Which I worked on a film last year that we did.
How was
we
it?
used it, and I think it. I don't know if they got. I'm assuming they got their money back. I'm not sure, but they did use the incentive. And then I've read that Schwarzenegger has been trying to get something, but the people above him, like there's a pro temp guy, they don't like it.
Right.
They don't believe in rewarding businesses with these tax incentives. But what I don't understand is, well, you're the governor.
Right.
And also I don't understand is, filming's been here for 100 years.
This year.
Right. Look at all these other states that they're doing these tax incentives, like Louisiana and New Mexico, and they're bringing in this business. It not only affects caterers and dry cleaning, it affects everything. Like people go to Staples restaurants.
The actors,
all these businesses, right? They get part of our money. So hopefully something will be done. Keep it here.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Mike.
I'd like to stay here.
Appreciate it.
Well, thanks,
for your
Chad.
time.
Yeah, absolutely.